Hello again. Today I'm here to talk to you about how to survive a zombie outbreak in a urban situation. Now, there are a few things I told you yesterday that are going to change today. Primarily, those are: barricade yourself. I'm in a house. Thankfully, I'm lucky enough to have stumbled across the house of what I think might have been a police officer, because I found one of these and this. Now, the great thing about this thing is it uses the same bullets as a handgun. It uses 9mm rounds, which means I can take the ammo out of the clips and use them for my handgun. You can get 2 handgun clips for every one of this. Or I can actually use these clips, which is your most practical option. If you're barricaded in a house, there's going to be a lot of zombies congregating on your position after a while. To start off with, if you're quiet, you're fine. You've seen me a second ago lock every lock on the front door. You don't want them getting in. Now, I've already checked the back and I've searched the house and made sure it's secure, but that's another thing you need to do. Do not stop and settle into a location until you've checked that there's no zombies anywhere at all. So if there's a zombie upstairs and you don't search upstairs and you fall asleep and he comes down, you know where it's going. Now, urban survival is based a lot more on how long you can be quiet and stay in the same place. You don't want to attract any attention to yourself, so you don't want to go blaring music out. Putting on a DVD or playing a computer system is probably the stupidest thing you're going to be able to do, because it's going to draw attention, it's going to distract you. So if you walk into someone's front room and they got a 360 set up, don't play it. The good thing about urban is you will have a kitchen, chances are. If you have a kitchen, it means that you're more than likely going to have a microwave, which means you don't have to eat cold food. But you have to be careful with microwaves because they're loud. But on the plus note of microwaves, if by some chance something does get in, if you can find a can of beer or a bottle of champagne or something like that, set the microwave up so that zombies are going to walk past it, put in the explosive implement, whack it on, run, because microwaves tend to blow up in that circumstance. Now, urban survival is a lot like basic survival. Practicality of clothing, guns, ammo conservation, all this sort of stuff. But when you're barricaded in a house waiting for either someone to come help you because they told you they're going to help you, or waiting for someone to, something to get past, like a tyrant or a nemesis, it is still risky. But if you know the house is secured and you'll wake up if anything breaks in, you can get some sleep. It's probably the only time you will ever be able to do so. Don't try and go to sleep anywhere else unless you've got people watching you. If there's a group of you barricaded in a house, send a couple of them up there. Zombies can't break in through windows. They'll have a vantage point. They can see a lot further and know what's going on. Try to keep as many of the guns you found as close to you as possible. You don't have to run from upstairs to downstairs to pick up your handgun because you forgot it. So you want to keep them with you. A good idea may well be to search the house for any clothes that might be useful. Like if you're wearing a pair of jeans and you find a pair of combats, it'll be an idea to get changed. If you're wearing some of those skinny fit jeans, you're going to want to get rid of them. Shoes. If you see a pair of shoes that you can use, take them. You're going to need them. But the people that aren't in the house anymore probably won't. Computers. It is always a good idea to turn on every computer and check if you need a password to get in. If you need a password, see if it's somewhere you can find, because you'll more often than not will find a lot of useful things on a computer. I don't know, passcodes, maps, files. They're normally very useful, so remember it. Other than that, urban survival, house to house, barricading is a very simple little scheme. So all you got to remember is to be quiet and hope they pass off. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd rather not have to get back out there in the state I'm in, because I'm physically exhausted from my fight yesterday. Now, I managed to get by without being injured, which is a very good thing. But I am now very tired, so I'm going to get some sleep and hope that they don't find me. Remember to survive.